The action camera market just had its most competitive month in years. GoPro launched the Mission 1 series. DJI has the Osmo Action 6 sitting on shelves of variable aperture. Insta360 previewed the Luna series at NAB 2026. Three major players, all moving at once, and somehow, the camera everyone is actually watching hasn't even been announced yet. All of that context matters when you are here for the Ace Pro 3, because this camera isn't arriving into the same market the Ace Pro 2 launched into. It's arriving into a far more competitive one. Mid-2026 is the most interesting moment the compact camera industry has seen in a long time, and it's not because of one product. It's because every major player moved simultaneously. GoPro's Mission 1 and Mission 1 Pro hit global shelves on May 28, 2026, built around a 50-megapixel 1-inch sensor and an all-new GP3 processor, a genuine category shift away from the Hero line. DJI's Osmo Action 6 introduced a variable aperture and 10-bit color, features that matter in professional workflows where footage needs to match across cameras. And Insta360 itself showed up at NAB 2026 with the Luna series preview, a Leica co-engineered lineup featuring a 1-inch sensor, f1.8 aperture, and 10-bit color, targeting the pocket gimbal space. DJI has owned unchallenged since 2018. All of that happened while the Ace Pro 3 stayed quiet. That silence, against this backdrop, is the most interesting part of the story. The biggest rumor surrounding the Ace Pro 3 is a full 1-inch, 50-megapixel CMOS sensor, continuing the Leica co-engineering partnership Insta360 renewed in March 2025. The Ace Pro 2 already runs a capable 1.3-inch sensor, but this isn't incremental. Moving to a full 1-inch format is a physics upgrade. A larger sensor captures more light per pixel, and that difference shows up hardest where action cameras are pushed most. Helmet mount footage at dusk, indoor arenas, fast city riding at night. Smaller sensors compensate aggressively in those conditions, and compensation always costs something in texture, shadow detail, or image cleanliness. Add Leica tuning on top, and you're looking at a rumored 14 stops of dynamic range, highlight, and shadow recovery that starts approaching entry-level mirrorless performance inside an action camera body. For anyone mixing footage across multiple cameras on a production, that consistency changes the conversation entirely. The rumored video specs go well beyond the 8K headline. Yes, 8K at 30 frames per second, with HDR and log profiles is carrying forward. But the number that actually matters for working creators is 4K at 120 frames per second in 10-bit color. That combination has existed before in action cameras, but always with trade-offs: reduced color depth, compressed bitrate, or noisy slow motion. 10-bit capture at that frame rate means footage that grades cleanly alongside other cameras without extra correction work. For context, the GoPro Mission 1 Pro pushes to 8K at 60 frames per second and 4K at 240 frames per second, aggressive numbers on paper. But frame rates alone don't determine usability. How footage grades, how it holds under stabilization, and how much it demands from an editing timeline all matter more than peak specs. The Ace Pro 3's 10-bit color depth positions it as the workflow-conscious choice. Rounding things out, 1080p at 240 fps also appears in the leak cycle for extreme slow-motion scenarios. The rumored FlowState 2.0 goes beyond stabilization polish. Two additions make it genuinely significant. First, AI-assisted 360-degree horizon lock tackles the rolling tilt that builds up across long helmet mount sessions or motorcycle rides. Footage that looks stable during capture often reveals drift only in playback, and fixing it in post means cropping, reframing, and lost time. FlowState 2.0 handles it before the edit. Second, and more importantly, a global shutter. Standard CMOS sensors scan frames sequentially, creating skew and wobble during fast pans or rapid movement. A global shutter captures the entire frame at once. eliminating that distortion at the hardware level entirely. No software patch required. Leaked battery figures place the Ace Pro 3 at up to 200 minutes of continuous 4K recording, a number that deserves far more attention than spec sheets typically give it. Most action camera sessions aren't cut short by stabilization or lens limitations. They're cut short by battery anxiety. Swapping mid-ride, mid-run, or mid-session means broken workflow and missed moments. A 200-minute runtime changes that entirely. Paired with a rumored 10-minute fast charge system, this camera is clearly being built for endurance, travel vloggers, motorsport shooters, ultramarathon runners. Waterproofing is expected at 16 meters without housing, up from the Ace Pro 2's 10-meter rating, extending to 60 meters with a compatible dive case. Audio also gets a meaningful upgrade, improved directional microphones with AI wind noise cancellation. Wind noise at speed is one of the most stubborn problems in outdoor action camera footage, and one of the hardest to fix cleanly in post without damaging voice capture. Addressing it at the hardware level is the right call. GoPro's Mission 1 goes further with 32-bit float audio recording. But for most creator workflows, the Ace Pro 3's approach solves the problem that actually shows up every shoot. Leaked pricing places the Ace Pro 3 between $549 and $599, landing it directly against the GoPro Mission 1 at $599. That's a loaded price point. Buyers at that level are choosing between GoPro's established software ecosystem and Insta360's more aggressive hardware proposition. The competitive pressure is real. DJI's Osmo Action 6 is already on shelves with 10-bit color and variable aperture. GoPro just reinvented its entire flagship line, and Insta360's own Luna Pro confirmed at NAB 2026 with a 1-inch Leica sensor, proving the brand can ship 1-inch hardware this year. That makes a second half 2026 Ace Pro 3 launch strategically unavoidable. Thank you for tuning in. Here's where things stand. GoPro made its move. DJI already has product on shelves. Insta360's own Luna series is about to land. The window for the Ace Pro 3 is closing, and Insta360 knows it. If these leaked specs translate into real-world performance, the Ace Pro 3 doesn't just compete with what's out there right now. It leads. But specs on paper have fooled us before. The verdict gets written when the camera actually ships. Until then, drop a comment below. Are you holding out for the Ace Pro 3, or has the competition already made the decision for you?